sucking. And the brine will fill the bucket. So what we want to do, again, we want to make sure these valves are closed so it's only the brine that's in that filter. There shouldn't be a lot of loss doing this, but there will be some. You see this hose here, when that clears out, you know your brine is at least down below this start point. That's all you really need, as long as you can get access to the filter cup. One thing to pay special attention to, on the top of this brine filter, it says right here, stop at inlet. That is where it's supposed to stop. So when you tighten it down, you stop this wing at the inlet pipe. If it's leaking, it means you need an O-ring.
So
a lot of people
might put a mark. It's a black marker, air and air.
Yep, you
so
could do.
we should do that.
I'll do it right
Because
now.
last time I saw you guys doing that with the other big fellow, geez man, it took forever to put the cap back.
Really?
Yeah, because we
Shouldn't.
were not aligned.
That's weird. So this should be able to come off like this without use of tools. But people that are not aware and that do just tighten it as much as they can, I've seen them use hammers and knock these right off of there, and once you get them on there real tight, they are never going to come off. That's one thing. There's an O-ring right here. I know we have a spare one on top of the controls over there. So if you get this to, like I say, where that says stop at inlet and it stopped at the inlet and it's still leaking, that needs to be changed. It doesn't, like, don't hit it with a hammer. You just reach in here and grab the sock. That's pretty loaded up.
What was the pressure before we...
Well, this one wasn't running. But that's something we need to talk about. It would be advantageous to run this pump in hand with the ice out. Because with the ice out and this pump not running, all the brine in that floor is not getting filtered at all.
If you want to...
So if we want to see some results,
improvement.
we should put it in hand so we're using both filters.
So this has just been sitting probably then?
Yeah, this one's just been sitting.
Because we have 3 filters, right?
Yep. You have 3, but the heat floor doesn't need to be changed as much. It's not...
Heat floor is good.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, the
Yeah.
heat floor was good.
Yep.
Is it because it's new brine or we recycle that one too?
That one just wasn't as
I'm
bad
not
a
entirely
shape,
sure, to be honest.
I think. I'm pretty sure it's all original brine. It's just that floor, the heat floor wasn't in as bad a shape as the cooling floor.
And then you'll show us the strainer as well to clean the strainer.
I wouldn't. No. I wouldn't recommend that the strainer get cleaned from anyone but a technician.
Okay. Just the filters would
Just
be
the filters,
okay.
yeah.
How often have you guys been cleaning that strainer?
That I'm not 100% sure of either. Lana's been working with the town people on that.
I'll ask Lana then.
But yeah, so that stuff is pretty nasty.
Is there gunk at the bottom?
Not a lot. Most of the heavy stuff will be out. A lot of the gunk's going to be inside of this sock.
So that's good. Not good. Medium.
I would.
How can you
I would
tell?
change it. Well, it's,
Okay, out of 10, this is 9 full of shit or
No, I'd say maybe a 5 or 6.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But again, this one hasn't been running since the ice has been down.
and
so I'm
now
not
we
sure.
look what's at the bottom.
Yes. Well, you look. It's going to be all around. It's going to be everywhere. I've seen these as bad enough to have like literally an inch.
Oh, that's it.
Because it's hard.
I've seen these literally have an inch of gunk buildup on the inside of them, and they would stand up by themselves.
Okay, so like that, it's 50-50.
Yeah, I would get it out and just put another one in. The thing with these filters too,
Now, but for us, we need to know when. Oh my God! Or okay, it's good.
well, not really. You should. I mean, anytime you open this filter, you always change the sock.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying though.
because we're doing all the
The time it took to do
Yeah.
it probably is worth
Like-
it.
Exactly.
do it.
And the big thing to keep in mind too is that these socks are washable. Like you don't have to replace them every time with new. You literally get a hose in there and spray it out, spray off the outside, it'll turn white again.
Well, we were doing that before.
Yeah, well, like I say to everybody, filters are like whiskey. They get better with age. Eventually, they won't let anything through, right? So,
And these are the 5 micron?
I was just going to check that.
So I think we
Yeah.
started with 50 way back when, and then,
Yeah, it's 5. It said right there, PO5.
okay.
That's 5 micron.
Okay.
And I can feel there is quite a bit of gum.
So
at
if
the
it was a
bottom.
PO1, the hole will be bigger or smaller?
Way smaller. The smaller the number, the smaller the filter. The more efficient it is. You wanna do a little
PO10, the
further.
gap are bigger.
That's correct, yeah. And then you can get up as high as 300 where it looks more like a mesh than like a cloth sock.
Okay.
You need me to pull this over?
I just want to find another bucket so I have somewhere to put it.
Are they all 5s in there?
Yeah, I believe so. So you see inside there, there's a white basket. That white basket has to stay in place. This fits inside of it. So usually I just bend it like this, get it in there. You only have to get it started, but you have to push this white ring below that inlet.
Oh, yeah.
That white ring is your seal. So just like that. And then you want to make sure that your drain valve is closed. Take your hose off, try not to spill it everywhere. And take that brine, pour it back in.
Just like when you make a soup, eh?
That's right.
Save the broth.
Get as much as you can in there, but you don't really want to make a mess with it. So you'll see that's about the loss you're going to get every time. And it's essentially this pipe. The pipe's a little higher than the inlet, right? You just set it on top, spin it, and you'll feel it kind of grab. So this is what we want to be on that inlet. You literally just spin it and stop it there. Just like that. You close this valve. We open this. Just the inlet. Let it fill back up full of brine. And then you wanna kind of open this up a little bit just to let any air that might be in there out. Just like that. And then put your plug back in.
You don't put your face in front of it.
Don't put your face in front of it, no. And then you can open up your return valve.
You gotta close the front part there first?
What's that?
Do you gotta put that bolt in first?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. You keep an eye on it, make sure it's not leaking anywhere. We'll start up this pump here just to get it flowing, just to make sure. Sometimes it's good to just wipe it because there might be some brine that fell when you put it on that might trick you into thinking it's leaking when it's not. And when you know it's all good, then you can take your fitting back off, put the plug back in, and go to the next one. And yeah, like I say, I mean, it would be a good plan or not bad idea to go to the hardware store and pick up a second one of these and a couple of caps and just leave it in there. Because if you have a cap, you don't have to worry about a plug, right? It is a bit of a pain having to come in here and take these off and put them on all the time. Of course, right. I'll rather use that.
Are these the old strainers, Travis?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are a 1/8 inch hole, and the new ones are 1/16, if I remember correctly.
Hello. I'm training on Cancun.
So which one of these pertains to the curling rink, or is it
Middle
either
one,
or?
the middle one is the curling rink pump, and
Yeah.
you can go either or depending on where you have cold brine. So
Okay.
if we're only running this one, so if we wanted the curling rink right now, we'd have to pull off of this one
Right.
and to get that one going. So we change the valve sequence so that that valve there is open and
Okay.
the other side is closed.
But there's no filter changes for the
No, it's all the
curling
same
rink.
brine.
Okay,
so.
I gotcha.
And I do know that we have provided a written procedure on this change, just as I'm showing it. So it might be something you want to hang on the wall or have with you, just so you remember everything. Biggest thing I'll always say is definitely before you dump, check and recheck that you've isolated.
Yeah, we used to put tags with numbers.
Yeah, we do that as well a lot. Anytime we open or close a valve, we flag it so that we know if we're leaving that we can get that off of there. And make sure obviously in the ammonia sites like this, there's valves all over the place, so it's not unheard of for someone to forget. So
No,
it's
for
better
sure.
to put a big orange flag on there to remind you. Now, like I say, when I let go of my thumb, you're gonna see this clear out. That's a good indication that you're free.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Yeah. And once that's clear, give it another 10 seconds or so, just to make sure that we've come below our filter. I mean, about a quarter of a pail, basically, it works out to be. And you can close that. Close this. I like to try to let them drain in there because then you get less mess on the floor. The downside though is if they're super plugged, it won't drain, so you have to pour this into your bucket and go from there.
You can probably tell by the weight of it, probably.
Exactly.
Better or worse?
It's worse for sure. You can see how it's caught a lot of stuff. You see it's starting to build a film in there. And then you can also see down the bottom, the heavier stuff is falling down there. Once that brine gets out of there, I want to take a quick snapshot of it.
Want me to bring the garbage?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be awesome.
I see any?
You kind of see the film starting. You can almost scrape that off with your nails. And then down in the bottom, you can see the real heavy that's collected down there as it's falling down. One thing too I'll mention, just because I've learned it the hard way. This can be like a Chinese finger trap. If you get your arm in there, it can really scrape you trying to get it out. So don't do that. Just want to make sure that you push this white ring on the filter all the way down, all the way around. That creates your seal.
Like on top of the plastic.
Yeah, exactly. That plastic basket is literally there to contain the filter, so that if the filter loaded up too much, it wouldn't burst and let everything back into the system. All right. The same thing, it'll always have that stop at inlet mark. You want to spin it so it gets to that.
Free turns, basically.
Yeah. Once you're there, you can open your supply valve. Let it fill up again. And like I say, we want to watch, make sure it's not leaking right now, but we also want to make sure it's not leaking when the pump is running.
So the way you guys have been doing it weekly so far,
Yeah.
have you found that it should be done sooner, or do you think the weekly is pretty?
I think weekly's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the date of install on these ones, but that one there, it still has a bit of life left in it, but it is starting to get gungy. So
Yeah.
if we could count back at that and have a better idea time frame wise.
Okay.
So I'm gonna kick the slab back on, let's get the pump running, and then we'll check and make sure it's not leaking. Just turned it down low enough that I know it'll start the climb.
Okay.
We were very close to satisfying when we shut it down before.
So this is what the sensor is calling
That's the cold floor temperature on the sheet
from what the sensor.
from what the sensor's saying. Yep.
Okay.
And then this side is where you want your set points. So this is the actual control parameters where you're at, to what you want. Actually, it looks like this mark is a brand new filter. So we want to see the needle past that mark to indicate a filter change.
Okay.
Oh, the marker is new?
That's brand new filter, yeah.
Okay.
So
as
when
that-
it needs changing, that skyrockets this way. I'm
Exactly.
assuming.
I'll show you. We'll pretend like the filter's blocked. That's no flow at all.
Okay.
So that would be a guaranteed change time.
Okay. And that doesn't trigger any warnings on the computer?
Not at all. It's all based on just monitoring it throughout the days and weeks. So yeah, and then I want to put that one in hand, and I
run
really
it.
think we should be running it. At the end of the day, we want to get this stuff filtered out, so
Yeah.
having it shut off is not helpful.
So that's how you run it by hand?
Yeah.